What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's just Dhillon here. Today we got a new real estate investor to the channel. His name is Dhillon, and the property that you guys can see right behind me, that's the newest rental that he just bought, and he's actually renovating this place. So in today's video, we're going to check out the property that you guys can see right behind me, and we're going to talk to Dhillon. So if you're interested in this kind of content, make sure to smash that like button. And now let's meet Dhillon.
What's up, guys? It's Denzel Sullivan. I'm a local real estate investor in Winnipeg, and we just purchased this property in March. Come on in and take a look.
Alright, you guys, so now we're inside the property. Denzel, do you mind giving us a tour of this property?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so this is the main living room, okay, right?
Yep.
Did we do any kind of renovations where we're standing in right now?
When we took possession of this property, we actually had carpets throughout the entire home.
Okay.
So when we ripped up the carpets, we noticed that the hardwoods were actually in really good shape still. Okay. So we just sanded them and refinished them.
So this is the main living room. I see that the kitchen is right over there. Do you mind showing us the kitchen?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so this is just kind of like the dining room area. And again, when we took possession of this, there was a wall that was existing right here. Okay. That we blew out. Obviously, as you can see, there's no countertops just yet. The countertops are coming in just a few days. There's going to be quartz countertops right here, and then we'll have like a nice deep double sink with the squared off edges, and then a black tap. And we're likely going to put a nice tile backsplash in the back and along there as well.
Okay, Denzel, so that was the kitchen that we can see right behind. Before we get into the tour of the whole entire house, could you let them know how many bedrooms, how many washrooms in this entire house?
Yeah, for sure. So there's 2 bedrooms in this house.
Okay.
And 1 bathroom. So a nice 2-bed, 1 bath. In Winnipeg, actually, it's the bedroom to bathroom ratio with the lowest vacancy rates. And so, you know, for a lot of our acquisitions, we're actually primarily looking at the nice small bungalows because they're perfect and very versatile for all ages.
So Denzel, one thing that I can see over here, it's all the stainless steel appliances from the fridge to the stove to the microwave. So not a lot of real estate investors are doing this. Could you elaborate on this?
Yeah, so the reason why we go for the stainless steel appliances is I find that, at least in my case, it's a lot easier to attract a tenant who's willing to pay top dollar. When it comes down to the dollars and the cents, a real estate guy might look at it and be like, oh, you could get away with just doing white appliances. But also for me, it's just, I kind of put myself in the shoes of the tenant, and I think about them from a sort of like a customer service perspective. And if I can provide a really nice clean rental with premium finishes, it justifies that top dollar rent.
Alright, Denzel, now we've already checked out the kitchen and the main living room. Let's check out the bedrooms right now, right?
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, so there's 2 bedrooms, one on the left and one on the right here.
Okay.
You know, there's not really much to see, it's just really clean.
Okay, so I see brand new windows that you guys put in this rental as well?
Yeah, brand new windows throughout the entire house. This was actually boarded up previously, but we just took the plywood that was on the exterior and we exposed that window.
Okay, so this is the first bedroom, and then we head into the second one.
Yep, and this is the second bedroom.
Alright, so I kind of see like the same kind of style throughout the house, right?
Yeah, so a lot of, if you could just take a look at these floor registers here, they're all black. The black finishes for the flush mount light. Just really clean, simple. Again, not too many crazy colors happening. Yeah, and so this is the washroom. Again, very clean finishes, just black and white, simple. I could let you take a look afterwards, even with the, this fixture was a little bit of a questionable thing for me, but I just threw it in because it matched the rest of the house, so.
Alright, where are you getting these kind of fixtures from?
Believe it or not, a lot of this stuff's from Amazon and you can get it for a really fair price.
Okay.
All this stuff is from Amazon. Even this one was actually from Amazon as well.
Alright, Denzel, so we checked out the upstairs. Now, I know that you didn't do a lot of renovations in the basement, so let's go and check out the basement.
Yeah, go. Yeah, so this is the basement. We are obviously obviously are still doing a few things in here. But we just finished painting the walls. What happened down here during the renovations is there was an existing knob and tube, and we had all the knob and tube removed.
Okay, so this is all new electrical, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so all new electrical. We can just walk over there, actually, if you follow me. We put in a brand new panel. These do really well for resale and as well as appraisals.
Okay.
And then we put in a new hot water tank.
The furnace was already existing in condition?
No, actually, we got rid of the furnace. We put in a brand new high efficiency furnace, and we also put a new air conditioner in here. Yeah, and so that's the basement. But let's go take a peek outside to sort of see what we did on the exterior.
Alright you guys, so now we're in the backyard of the property, and Denzel, what do you want to tell us about the backyard?
Basically, we didn't do much. If you can take a look over there, we basically just did the eaves troughs. There was no existing fascia boards on the property, so we had to install those as well. And then some new downspouts. A lot of the properties that I buy, they usually have or come with garages.
Okay.
In this case, we got a steal of a deal because we also have a car pad as well.
Yeah.
And again, just going back to the whole thing about tenants, it's just more value to the tenant and just justifies that really high rental price.
All right, Denzel, now that we've toured the entire house, let's set up the tripod and talk about the juicy part, which they all want to know is the numbers.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, so now we're outside the property. It's sunny outside, and what better to talk about real estate numbers? Denzel, the big question that they want to know is, when you bought this property, how much did you buy this property for?
We bought this property in the middle of March, and we bought it for 220 grand.
220 grand. So how long did the renovations take you?
For this one, this one took us about 10 weeks from purchase to completion.
Okay.
And yeah, typically that's usually the length of our renovation projects. They do
so 2.5 months, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, that's great. And the other big question that they're wondering right now is, how much money did you put into the whole renovation of the place? Because I can see stainless steel appliances, refinishing hardwood floors, new electrical, you change out knob and tube and put new electrical. So that's definitely not cheap for anyone who knows anything about real estate.
Yeah, for sure. So we actually ended up spending $40,000 for the renovations.
Okay.
That was pretty much everything that you just said over there. We stainless steel appliances, quartz countertops, refinishing the hardwoods, the eaves troughs and downspouts, the new mechanicals, everything. We pretty much are sitting with a brand new house at this point.
And a quick fact, this property is already rented out, right?
Yes, this place is rented out already.
So we're shooting this video by the end of May, and you already found tenants. How fast before them moving in?
Basically, I've been running ads since the beginning of the month. We do have a little bit of a process for our tenant, who we pick as a tenant.
Yeah.
And in this case, the couple that we decided to move forward with are awesome, and they fit all the criteria that we're looking for. And yeah, they'll be moving in June 1st.
June 1st. Now, the other big question is the after repair value, which is ARV. How much do you think this property is going to appraise for? Did you look at comparables in this area, last 6 months of sold prices? What kind of things did you take into account to calculate the ARV?
So obviously, before we buy anything, we definitely look at the sold comparables. We got, I guess you could say, a little bit lucky with this one because of the market. Anyone who's flipping properties right now or doing BRRRRs with properties, they're seeing really high valuations, especially when you compare them to 2020. Initially, when I had purchased this, I was prepared to leave, something like 15 to 20,000 in the deal after everything was said and done.
Okay.
But we actually did end up getting a refinance already, or at least got the appraisal.
Okay.
It was an as completed appraisal, and we got $320,000 on this one. So
there you go, guys.
Yeah,
$320,000. He bought the property for $220,000, right?
Yeah.
Put $40K into the property, and now the property appraised for $320,000.
Yeah.
So that is the smart way of buying real estate, of buying a property that needs renovation, maybe needs some cosmetic kind of work, upgrading the property, and then refinancing the property, right? So after all said and done, how much do you think of your initial down deposit is going to be left out once you refinance the property?
So after doing all the math, we're pretty much going to be buying at 300. If we were to purchase this again, it would be as if we were putting 1.25% down to buy the house.
That is what I would say a great deal in real estate. Yeah, so that was the end of today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Do you have anything that you want to let them know?
If you are wanting to get involved in some of the projects that we have ongoing right now or up and coming, reach out to me on my Instagram. Jazz will probably drop a link.
I'll link it up all over here.
He'll drop a link or something like that and shoot me a DM, and we can have a little bit of a chat as to how you can get involved in some of the stuff that we got going on.
So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.